What's going on, guys? It's your boy Steven here again with another video. Today, we're going to be going over Hollywood physiques. So most of you young guys, especially, the young bucks in the gym, the newcomers, I should say, when you first get in the gym, you aspire to get that Hollywood actor physique, that superhero physique, that Captain America physique, that Batman physique, whatever it is. Excuse me. Brad Pitt in Fight Club, whatever. And there's a few things that happen here. But the first thing I'm going to go over, well, actually no, the first thing I'm going to go over is that if you stay consistent with the gym and you work out, your goals are going to change. So you might want to get more lean, you might want to get more big, massy. Your goals are going to change. A physique that you might have thought was really good at like the younger stages of your gym life might not be as good later on, if that makes sense. Like that happened to me. I was watching a movie the other day and I'm like, this guy was not as he was a lot bigger than I remembered him being when I first saw this movie. Like I was looking at him, I'm like, I thought he was a lot bigger. This guy's like, I mean, he has a good physique, but he's not nothing crazy, And so that's one thing I want to preface. Now, the first thing I'm going to dive into in this video is the steroid use in Hollywood. A lot of stuff's been thrown around about Hollywood actors taking steroids, all this stuff. You have people like More Plates, More Dates and Greg Doucette making videos on them. Shout out to them. And the truth is, yes, they are taking steroids. They are taking steroids. They're taking performance enhancement drugs, PEDs. A lot of them are. I won't say all of them, but a lot of them are. And my only issue with this is that I think it's good that we expose these people because they're putting on this image, this like a lot of times they put on this holier than thou image. You look at them and they're like, oh, it was just chicken and broccoli and rice and a lot of hard work, and it's like, well, it wasn't just that. And then you try and sell this workout plan, or you go on Men's Health and say your little like routine that's not 100% true, and then some kid tries to be like you and he can't look like you, and it's discouraging. So I think it's good that we're exposing these people, but I also think we need to make a big emphasis that a lot of these Hollywood physiques are achievable, and that's what I'm really going to dive into in this video. A lot of these physiques are achievable naturally without steroids. You just have to realize it's going to take you a lot longer, because see, the thing about these Hollywood actors is a lot of times they're in between roles, and a lot of these guys, they don't work out like they're not. A lot of them only work out if they're getting paid to work out and they have to look good for a role. Jason Momoa, for example. A lot of these guys are just like, they'll get in shape for the role, and afterwards they'll go back to their normal, like whatever their normal build is, or maybe they get a little chubby, who knows. And you do have a few actors that like to stay in shape, like Mark Wahlberg, most of the time, unless he has to get fat for a role, is pretty built. But, a majority of the time, a lot of actors, they get paid to touch the weights, and then once they make the movie, they go back to their normal physique. But then when another role comes where they have to get in shape, they have to hop back on, get in shape in about like 3 months, 6 months, whatever the timeline is. And they'll bulk up like 20 pounds of muscle in that time, like lean muscle, which is like impossible for a normal human to do in that time span. So you have to realize they're taking steroids, yes, but that doesn't mean the physique's unachievable. You can achieve a lot of these physiques. It's just going to take you years. Or, I don't know what your genetics are, but it's going to take you much, much longer. You're not getting it in 3 to 6 months. Like that's what you have to realize. But a lot of these Hollywood physiques are achievable, and they're good physiques. And I think it's important that if you want those physiques and, that's your goal, keep striving for that goal, because they are achievable. And, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you're still amongst the stars. That's what they said. So I definitely think we should still make an emphasis that a lot of these physiques are achievable, but they just are going to take a lot more time than it takes the Hollywood actors who are taking stuff. The other thing I'll say about the Hollywood physiques and a lot of kids looking up to them and trying to achieve them is that you have to realize that these guys will put out these fitness plans and these workout plans and these dieting plans, and they'll go interview Men's Health and all this stuff. And I fell for that trap when I was younger. I think it was Chris Hemsworth, or no, it wasn't Chris Hemsworth. It was like Captain America. I think it was like Chris Evans, who had like the arm routine for Captain America. I think it was him. I don't want to say the wrong name or whatnot, but it was one of the superhero guys talking about how he got in shape for a role. And he basically said that for his arm day, he did 3 arm exercises total, which included like one bicep exercise and 2 tricep exercises, and it was like 3 sets of 10 reps of dumbbell curls, 3 sets of 10 reps of skull crushers, and 3 sets of 10 reps of rope pushdown. And I'm like, if you have never been to the gym in your life, now that I'm looking at this, if you've never been to the gym in your life, then and you start doing this, then yeah, it's gonna, you're gonna see progress. But in order to really, like, it's better than nothing. But you're not gonna get a Captain America physique. You're not gonna get Captain America arms doing that. And that's what people need to realize. And a lot of people fall for this trap. And even I knew when I was younger, I'm like, there's no way. Like, even at that naive state in my gym journey, I knew that was complete BS. I was like, there's no way that is all he's doing. So a lot of like the fitness plans and workout plans they give out aren't even like their accurate plan. They might do some of those exercises, but they're gonna do higher weight, higher volume, probably have more sets, and they're gonna do a lot of other exercises they're not gonna probably tell you about. You know what I mean? And most of these exercises you can figure out yourself in the gym. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. It's not like they're keeping the secret sauce. The only secret sauce they're keeping is the steroids, and that's where the Hollywood chemists come into play, making their little formulas for them. But I think that it's just important to realize that everything they say, a lot of the workout plans they give, a lot of it's not, they will get you in shape, but it's not going to get you that physique. I think the best example is Chris Hemsworth's centrist. I'm a big Chris Hemsworth fan. I'm a big Extraction fan. I have nothing against Chris Hemsworth, but and his app gets you in shape. It is a good app. It has good workout plans, but he's marketing it to say, oh, this will make you look like Thor. And it won't make you look like Thor. The workouts that he's giving on that app will not make you look like Thor. It will get you in shape. It will get you in shape. You'll develop some muscle, but you will not have a Thor body. You won't have anywhere close to a Thor body unless you have amazing genetics. And even then, you're not going to look like Thor. Like, the workouts he's giving, like, I've seen the app. It's not like this, like, it's bull. It's bull. That's all I can say. And it's just stuff like that you need to realize that, like, with the Hollywood people, the Men's Health magazines, all this stuff they put out, while they might be interesting and cool to look at and read about, just don't take that to heart. Take everything they say with a grain of salt. I recommend looking at actually like fitness people, like fitness YouTubers and legit fitness people, because they'll give you a more accurate, workout plan. There's a lot of, the fitness industry is riddled with steroids and lies too. Don't get me wrong, but I think that the advice, I used to go when I was younger off the Hollywood actor advice, and when I started going off the actual gym fitness people's advice, obviously, my bad, I was holding a sneeze. Obviously, the gym fitness people was a lot more effective. So I recommend that. But, strive for those Hollywood physiques. I've given my take on it. Just kind of take everything with a grain of salt. Don't be naive, and realize that a lot of these physiques are achievable. It's just going to take you a lot of time. Now, granted, I don't know your genetics. I don't know. You guys could have great genetics. You guys could have bad genetics. So some of you guys, it's going to be harder than others. And, everyone's a little different. You know what I mean? And you also got to realize your insertions and everything, and your muscle shapes are a bit different. So you might not look exactly like that actor, but you can still develop a really, really, really good physique by trying to look like that actor. And most of the Hollywood physiques, like I've said 1,000 times in this video, are achievable. It will just take you longer. So remember that. Keep striving for your goals. I hope y'all are doing really well, really well. And thank you so much for tuning into this video. Peace.